We're here today for the premiere. How excited are you to be here today?
Oh, we're so thrilled to be in London today with this film. I mean, it's been a long time coming. We've wanted to be here for, since we made the film, because there's so many ties to Britain, to the UK, in making this film. Of course, all of our cast are British, and we cast out of London when we originally came here in 2023, I think. But, you know, central to the story is the BBC. Our main character, Helmut Hübner, that's how he learned about the truth. He listened to BBC broadcasts in German through a transistor radio, which was illegal at the time, but he was able to do it in the cloak of darkness at night, and that's how we figured out what was really going on in the war. It was through the BBC. So all that to say, you know, we're just happy to bring this story here to the UK.
When it comes to producing, especially when it comes to a true film as well, a true story, when it comes to like producing a film that's a true story, do you ever feel the pressure of having to convey that properly in the correct way?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I think for us, especially Matt, the writer-director, for him to capture the true story element of this and convey it in film was really important for him. There was meticulous research in writing this script. He leaned into a lot of historical records and witness accounts. I mean, Helmut, he wrote a number of flyers, a couple dozen flyers that basically listed the truth, what he learned about the war. And so Matt was able to take a lot of what Helmut wrote in those actual flyers and integrate that into the story. So it was really important for us to keep the integrity of Helmut and his memory alive in a way that felt true to who he was.
When it comes to filming abroad or filming a story like this, what are the challenges that can come across for people that want to become a producer, first-time producer?
Yeah, some of the challenges I think for us in the beginning was just trying to find the right place to film the story. I mean, we had filmed 2 other movies in Lithuania, and on that second film we were looking at Vilnius and Lithuania proper as like a possible location for this film, and it wasn't until Matt came over that we did a proper scout and we realized that Vilnius could double for, you know, Hamburg, Nazi Germany. Hamburg after the war, you know, was just decimated, so there's really not anything left of the actual Hamburg from Helmut's time. So there was a lot of recreating, a lot of reimagining of what it could be like, and so that was a challenge for us, is trying to find a location that could double as Hamburg, Germany in 1945. But then also just another element of this story that was a challenge was just trying to figure out how and where to cast these characters. You know, we leaned into casting everyone out of London, and thankfully we hired a great casting director, Sarah Travis, and we're just so happy that we were able to find the casting that we were able to do. Also Harry Gilbert, I should mention Harry Gilbert also as a casting director. But they presented us with some great cast, and we're fortunate to have who we have in the film.
What would you like audience to take away from Truth and Treason?
You know, I think as a storyteller, what I hope that people will take away from this film is that they realize that they can do anything. You know, I know the world feels big, and sometimes the problems that we face in this world seem insurmountable and maybe too big to do anything about. But what Helmut's story does really well is say that you can do something where you are. It's just important to do something. And that's what Helmut felt like he could do, and that's what he should do. He just did something, and just doing something actually made all the difference, not only for him, but for those around him. And look, we've made a movie about him, you know, so many years later, and telling his story. So his story and the fact that he did something continues to resonate and ripple even today.
Is there a scene in this film as well that really stands out to you that you think will be quite impactful for audiences?
Oh goodness, is there a scene? You know, the whole film builds up to this culmination of the courtroom in the end. You know, I feel like when you watch the film, you know inevitably he's going to get caught. What is that going to be like? What is that going to be like for Helmut when he actually enters that space? And for me, that last scene in the courtroom is a big culmination to his journey, and it's also a pivotal moment for him, that he can stand up for who he is in his truth and defend what he was doing. And so I think that for me is just one of the most memorable scenes for us to film, but also one of the most lasting scenes that we captured on camera.
Also, what was it like working with Angel Studios? I mean, it's such an incredible production company, done amazing film like Sound of Freedom. What was it like working with them?
Yeah, so Angel Studios is our distributor, and we partnered with them, 4 years ago on this project. And so they've been a wonderful partner to work with on this film. They worked very hard to release the film theatrically in the States. We opened on over 2,100 screens in the States last fall. And through their partnerships, we've been opening the film internationally, which includes, the UK release, May 18th on Prime. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. It's going to be a great film to catch at home and watch with those that you love. So.
And then lastly, what else can we expect from you in the future?
Sorry.
What else can we expect from you in the future?
So we've got Kaleidoscope Pictures. We've got another film being released domestically called Omaha that premiered at Sundance Film Festival, and it played at over 50 festivals last year. It's being released right now in the States on a limited theatrical release. So that's next for us. I'm in another film called Young Washington. We shot that in Ireland, and that comes out July 3rd, just in time for America's 250th anniversary. So that's a big film. So that's what's next.
Mate, thank you so much and enjoy today.
Thanks for the questions. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.